Everything is new in Smoke. Now, actually, we're really excited because we're introducing a rethought, a redesigned version of Smoke that we think is going to revolutionize the way people edit and add effects to their content on the Mac. It really is going to change the game. Smoke's always been a very powerful application, but it's actually been a very complicated application to get into. Some of the workflow was non-standard. It had an editorial interface that didn't necessarily work the way an editor might be used to seeing. But this new version of Smoke is designed for people who already know how to work in Final Cut Pro or Avid Media Composer. And what we've tried to do is give them a solution that's going to let them navigate quickly through that editorial interface, but access the full power of Smoke's creative tool set. So if you're an editor and you find yourself needing to do effects work or 3D titles or color correction, and you want to have everything in one application, Smoke is the application for you. 2 years ago when we brought Smoke to the Mac, we knew we had a really good solution for facilities that were doing commercial work, that were doing great work on using the Mac as a platform. We really knew that the Mac was the place that we needed this solution to be. But when we looked over the last 2 years and really what people were telling us, what kind of market feedback we were getting, whether it was people that downloaded the trial or from our new customers that came into the fold, we realized that one of the things that wasn't happening is Smoke really wasn't optimized for these markets. So what we did is we said, what are people doing? And they're doing commercial work at all levels, not just super high-end brand spot, but all levels of commercial work. People are doing video for the web, whether it's web marketing, people are doing corporate video, and they can all use the solution that Smoke provides. So we went back and we said, how do these people work? And editorial seemed to be at the core of what everyone was doing. So we really tried to design Smoke around an editorial workflow that's really going to allow people doing that kind of work to take their work to the next level. If you think about how much content is out there and how many places there are to deliver content, we think with Smoke we have a solution that'll let people make content that's going to stand out from the competition, stand out from the crowd, and really meet their clients' requirements. Well, the new price for Smoke is $3,500, and that alone I think is big news because the price of Smoke previously was $15,000. But you know, it's easy to lower the price of your software and then sell a lot more to a certain amount of people, but to really build something that's a product that's going to change the industry, we have to go back to the root, and I think that that's all about bringing new people into the Autodesk family. That's something that we're trying to do across all of our various industries. So what we've tried to do with Smoke is we said we've got a very good tool we've got a tool that does effects very well. We want to make sure it's accessible and easy to use for people who are used to a more traditional editorial workflow, and we think this is going to open the door. So it's not just that the price is going down, it's really that we now have a product that's priced for professionals that brings amazing creative tools into a workflow that's all in this timeline editorial, and I think people have never seen anything like it. Apple's been great for a number of our products, and I think that as the Mac has grown in popularity, it makes sense for companies to think about that as a platform. But I think on the media and entertainment side in particular, creative professionals know the Mac and they use the Mac, and this is really the platform that I think you need to be on. And if you just look at what Apple's done with their technology, taking things like laptops and adding Thunderbolt storage and Thunderbolt video I/O options, that's great. iMac's the same thing. So now you have desktop iMac configs and even some of the high-end MacBook Pro laptops that really rival what a workstation was from a few years back. And I think that that technology is going to keep growing, and it sort of speaks to the evolution of how and where people use video tools. And with Smoke, what we've tried to do is deliver a solution that works on MacBook Pros, it works on iMacs, it works all the way up to Mac Pros, and people can really configure their workflow and their needs and what they want to do with Smoke. It's a really flexible way. They can configure it to whatever their workflow is. So right now the next step with Smoke is that we're going to be talking about it to a lot of people all summer long. So once we get past NAB, people are going to be curious about the product, and what we want to do is go into the summer, and we're going to make the beta available to a wide number of people, essentially an open beta for the product, because we want to get it out into the hands of people. We're going to be shipping in the fall, and then I think we don't really talk about our roadmap openly, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to look at how people use the product, we're going to take their feedback, and we're going to look at the trends and things that are happening in the market, and that's what we're going to try to do. If you just look at the amount of changes we put in this version of Smoke, this all new version, you can just imagine where we're going to take it next.